Oh boy, what a fucking movie. I just saw Dragon Ball Super Broly last night because it just finally released here in Australia yesterday, and I went and saw it and it was fucking amazing. It is probably one of the best anime movies you will probably see. Probably one of the best Dragon Ball movies you will ever see, and there's one reason why it is one of the best Dragon Ball movies you will ever see. Because it is completely canon. Broly is now canon. And right now, I'm going to do a spoiler review. Spoilers, so if you haven't seen the movie, go see it. If you're not afraid of being spoiled about what happens in the movie, feel free to watch this. But this video is entirely full of spoilers. I'm going to give a complete rundown almost of the entire movie. Because it's just so much to talk about here. So much to talk about. So, spoilers are starting now. So, we get an actual backstory on the Saiyans here. An actual complete, redone, rehashed story of the Saiyans. And we find out that King Cold has been ruling over the Saiyans for quite a while. And he arrives on planet Vegeta to give Frieza basically the reins now because King Cold is retiring. And he introduces him saying, look, Frieza is not me. Frieza is a psychopath. He has a tendency to get angry really easily. Like real easy. So just don't piss him off, okay? Because he will probably kill you. And that's what he does to some guards who are in towers with sniper rifles. Because he brings out the scouter and shows it to the Saiyans because the Saiyans are getting the scouters for the first time. And he puts it on and it's like, there's a warrior up there with the power level 2000. How nice. Oh, look, they're all around me. They got all weapons trained on me. Isn't that nice? And he just blasts them away. And it's like one of the moments where he's saying, okay, this is where Frieza basically instilled fear into the Saiyans. Where they were completely fearful of him, but they wanted to get away from him. So yeah, and King Vegeta is the third, I think. So there's like a hierarchy here now. A hierarchy. So it's Vegeta 1, Vegeta 2, and now it's the Vegeta 3, and now we have Vegeta 4, which is the current Vegeta we have. So maybe when King Cold overthrew Planet Vegeta and put it under his reign, maybe he got rid of the original monarchy and instilled the first ever King Vegeta in that place. And maybe that's what he did, because there is now a hierarchy. And it's probably been told that King Cold's been running Planet Vegeta for a long time. So yeah, this has been going on for a while. We get a new backstory on the Saints, a new introduction to how King Cold and Frieza came to be integrated into the Saiyan culture and the Saiyan history. And we see everyone. We see the Ginyu Force, we see Doria, we see Zarbon. They look like they haven't aged a bit. What maybe threw me off a bit is the whole new Goku backstory. They completely redone it, and they adapted the Dragon Ball Minus manga, which, okay, there was a moment where I did cry, was when Gin and Bardock were saying goodbye to Kakarot, and sending him away to Earth to be safe and be secured and be away from Frieza so he doesn't die. That maybe shed a tear especially when Gin said, "Don't forget us, Kakarot." And that broke me because Kakarot, when he got to Earth, bumped his head and really didn't remember anything. And that sucks. That pulled at your heartstrings when Gin said, "Please don't forget us." And yeah, that was heart-wrenching. That was completely heart-wrenching. But there's a moment when Bardock goes to Frieza's ship and tries to take Frieza on himself. We see that he's basically battle damaged, so obviously something was going on, but they're not privy to show us. So maybe they will show us in an extended cut on Blu-ray. I'm hoping that there is an extended cut because there's so much still missing from this movie needs to be told, and you can definitely tell there's stuff missing here and there. Maybe they cut it out because the movie would be too long. Because originally Toriyama made the movie about 3 hours long. The script was about 3 hours long, so there's a lot there. There's a lot on the cutting floor, and hopefully it's put into an extended cut on Blu-ray. But yeah, Bardock's basically battle damaged and dies the same normal way as he did in an episode of Bardock. And while I do miss that Bardock being a complete badass and a complete no-holds-barred, no-shit mercenary he was, I mean, this is an okay retelling of Bardock, but I do miss the badass. I mean, he does put it pieces all together that Frieza's gonna basically wipe out all the Saiyans, and that's why he sends Goku or Kakarot, how you ever want to say it, away. Because he's like, why is Frieza getting all the Saiyans back to Planet Vegeta? And Bardock's co-pilot, he's like, oh, that's because Frieza's been asking about the legendary Saiyan, legendary Super Saiyan. And Bardock's like, what? But that's a myth. It's like, no, he's been asking around it. He's been wanting to know more about it. And Bardock's like, he's scared of this. He's actually scared of this. He could wipe us all out, because this is something that I would do. I would gather all our enemies in one area and wipe them all out. He's going to wipe us all out because he's scared of a myth, a legend. And that Bardock is able to piece together to get Kakarot away, and that's where the story now picks up. Oh, but there's one also other thing that's quite hilarious. Vegeta and Raditz are together. They're basically kids, and they're working with the Frieza Force, and they're off planet Vegeta, with Nappa and some other Saiyans, some cannon fodder Saiyans, who we don't know, and they get told that, oh, Planet Vegeta was destroyed by a meteorite, which is complete bullshit. Frieza blew that planet up. And Nappa tells Vegeta, like, your planet Vegeta was gone. It's like, Vegeta's like, God damn it, now I'll never be King Vegeta. And it's so Vegeta to actually say that. It is just so Vegeta to say that. But then you have Raditz, who is questioned like, didn't you have a brother? I mean, he could be dead on that planet. It's like, I don't care. I don't care about him. He's a low-class warrior. I don't care about him. I mean, my mother said he was shipped off to some other planet but I don't believe that. He's just a low-class warrior. He won't survive. And no, it's Raditz being Raditz, because when he said that, I was like, that's Raditz. Because it was completely Raditz down to the bone. Even though we only get to see him for such a short minute, it just shows you that Raditz was still Raditz as a kid. And that is fucking hilarious. But before Frieza blew up Planet Vegeta, Paragus confronted King Vegeta because he found out that Paragus' son was in the same nursery as Vegeta, and he saw that Broly had a higher power level than Vegeta and a greater latent power, and was scared of that, and was pissed off about that there was someone stronger than his son in the same room. So what did King Vegeta do? He decided to ship him away to some barren plague planet that had a 0% survival rate. And Paragus confronts him, like, why are you sending my son away? What's the meaning of this? It's like, King Vegeta gives a really good reason here. Well, your son's power level is too high. His latent power is immense. If he was to lose control, that would be the end of us. That would be the end of Planet Vegeta. He would kill everyone. So I'm sending him away for our protection. And Paragus called bullshit on that. Of course, King Vegeta out. It's like, you're just angry that my son's power was bigger than yours. And King Vegeta's like, that's not going to change my mind. Hold your tongue. I've already shit the pod off. Pod's gone. I'm not changing my mind. Then we get to where Broly's on planet Vampa, and he's surviving okay. He's managed to kill an insect, a bug on that planet, a native bug, and is eating it. And Paragus realizes that Broly's armor is kind of stretched, so obviously Broly went into the Great Ape form to actually kill this bug. So Broly's actually managed to survive on that planet. Paragus was also with some other guy called Beats, who he ended up killing because they wanted to survive on that planet because they only had food and water to last 10 days. So he ended up killing him. So maybe they ate bits, maybe they didn't. But skipping forward, we go to Goku. He is riding on planet Earth, and time is skipping and showing him what is happening on the whole entire planet, and just giving you a brief rundown of the whole entire story. When Goku fights Vegeta, when Goku fights Frieza, Cell, Kid Buu, all that. He can just gives you a brief skim, and when it pans back, it just sees Goku and Vegeta sparring near an isolated island where they can just go all out, hammer and tong, and just fight. And it's quite hilarious how they just keep fighting, and because they don't have to worry about anything breaking. They don't have to worry about anything breaking or getting broke. They can just go all out. So while they're doing that, Frieza Force breaks into Casper Corp and nicks all the Dragon Balls that Bulma was gathering up to. Wish that she looked 5 years younger, which is typical Bulma to do that. And we don't know if she was doing that for like the whole series, because we really don't know if she was doing that for the whole series to just make herself 5 years younger. And it's pettiness at its peak. And Whis brings up a good point, like, why don't you make it around 10? It's like, it's because it wouldn't look natural. Because people will say, oh, who's your doctor? It just wouldn't look natural. And Frieza's excuse as to why he wanted the Dragon Balls wasn't because he wanted to be immortal, wasn't because he wanted to have invulnerability, because he loved the fight now. He loved taking damage, he loved learning how to fight better and get stronger himself. He wanted to be 5 centimeters taller. 5 centimeters taller. That is peak pettiness for Frieza, and I absolutely loved it. And one of his minions is like, why don't you make it around 10? And Frieza's like, because it wouldn't look natural. It's because I want people to still see that I'm growing. And it's like, why don't you go into your second form? Because my second form is weaker and it doesn't have golden form. And it's just peak, and it's just peak pettiness Frieza at its peak. And I loved it. I was laughing my ass off. Then we get introduced to some new characters, Cheelai and Lemo, who go to Vampa and find out that Broly and Paragus are still alive. And Broly, he's kind of not all there. He's kind of like, sort of like a Tarzan character where he's been brought up without knowing how to speak properly. He's been basically alone with Paragus, and it's kind of sad because it turns out that Paragus was kind of abusive towards Broly and had a shock collar installed on him, because if Broly lost control, Paragus wouldn't be able to control him. So he installed a shock collar on him, and it is haunting to when Broly actually sees Paragus pull out the remote and show Frieza that I can control him with this. And Broly's like, no. He just tries to get away and tries to get the neck collar off because he is afraid of it. And Cheelai and Lemo notice that, like, this is fucked up. This is fucked up what's going on here. And there is a lot of fan service with Cheelai, because Cheelai needs to be fan service in Dragon Ball. There needs to be fan service in Dragon Ball, of course. It wouldn't be a Dragon Ball movie or series or adaptation if there wasn't any fan service. So there is fan service. And her and Broly have kind of a good connection, especially with Lemo. They learn more about Broly, and he's just a kind soul. He's a kind soul who was just taught how to fight, that he needed to survive, and how he just needed to be strong. Because if he wasn't strong, he'd be thrown in a cart and he'd be cast aside by his father Paragus. And it was a really cool story that Broly's talking about how the basically the blanket, the fur he has around his waist, it's basically from an animal he made really good friends with called Bar, and he called it Bar after the noise it made. And it's kind of cute, but also sad at the end, because not only did Broly make a friend, Paragus stomped it out completely, shot that fucking ear off Bar, and Bar was never the same, was hostile towards Broly, and Broly could never play with him again. And he lost his one true friend on that planet, because his father said no, making friends is weakness. And yeah, that's fucking haunting. It was haunting. But Cheelai was managed to able pickpocket Paragus and actually take the remote away and basically stomp on it freeing basically Broly from Paragus' control. And when they get to Earth, Paragus sees Vegeta like, that's fucking Prince Vegeta. Broly, get him, Broly. And Broly goes after Vegeta, and it's a really fucking cool sequence. Really cool. Vegeta and Broly managed to go head to head. Broly is holding his own against base Vegeta, which base Vegeta is pretty strong right now. Then Vegeta says, you know what, I'm going to turn this up a notch and go Super Saiyan. And Vegeta starts kicking his ass. But then Broly turns the tables again. He adapts. He learns. And he gets stronger and probably exceeds just normal Super Saiyan. And starts hammering, going toe to toe with Vegeta. And then Vegeta starts, you know what? I think I need to pull out the big guns. And starts to go normal, regular Super Saiyan God. And it looks fantastic on him. And Vegeta starts whooping his ass. Broly can't keep up. And Vegeta's like shooting at these like compressed air bubbles. Or air bubbles at him. And it's just knocking Broly all over the place. Broly doesn't know how to counter it. And he gets shot back into some mountains. And then we have Broly is sort of unlocking sort of like a pseudo Saiyan mode where he's basically able to control the Great Ape Ozuri's power in his normal human form. And it's powerful. He just kicks Vegeta's ass. And Paragus is like, okay, I need to stop this now. If we don't stop Broly, he's going to kill us all. And he goes for the remote. It's like, where's my remote? Where's my remote? Where is it? I can't stop him now. He's out of control. We need to leave because he'll kill everyone. He'll kill everyone. We need to leave now. And it's kind of hinted out that maybe Broly took Paragus' eye when Paragus tried to take the blanket that Broly had around his waist. And maybe Broly lost control and just took his eye. So yeah, and Broly, he just destroys Vegeta, and Goku's like, you know what? I think I might step in now. And Vegeta's like, yeah, just take him. Vegeta's like, oh, I can't fucking do this now. He's fucking too strong. So Goku goes after him. Kind of holds his own in space form. But then it has to go Super Saiyan. But even then, Broly's still on top. And we get a really, really cool first person mode where Broly is just going at Goku. And oh my god, that first person view, it was fucking amazing. Just zooming around, shooting ki blasts, dodging Goku's attacks, and just going from that mountain to chase after Goku was really fucking cool. And poor Vic and Sean, because I think they might have passed out with the amount of screaming they had to do. Because as soon as Broly went feral, there was no dialogue for Broly. He was just screaming. So Vic might have passed out. I don't know if Sean did as well, because Sean would have passed out as well. The amount of screaming Sean had to do when Broly was just flinging Goku around like a rag doll was fucking brutal. That was a brutal scene. And there were some other brutal scenes where Broly's just got Goku's face and he's just running him across this ice cliff. And it was a brutal beatdown. It was full-on beatdown, and it was amazing. It was just glorious to actually see Goku kind of get his comeuppance, and where he really didn't have an answer. Then Goku was like, no, what? I'm going to go Super Saiyan Blue here. And you actually see, he actually has to try to get into Super Saiyan Blue. Actually try. And it's fucking crazy. It really is. And they still have their normal exchange. And Frieza's like, can he? Is this it? Is this his whole potential? Can he go further? And Paragus like, I think this might be it. I think this is his complete limit. And then Frieza thinks back to when on Namek, where he killed Krillin and he saw the rage that Goku built up to turn Super Saiyan. It's like, hey Paragus. And he just shoots Paragus right through the chest, killing him. And just the most hilarious scene I have ever seen. Frieza screams out, "Oh no, Broly, your father got killed by a stray energy ball. What should I do? What will you do?" And it is hilarious. because it is hilarious. It's a funny scene, and Frieza got some really good comedy dialogue here, because you don't really normally see comedy from Frieza, but seeing it here, it's really funny. He's really funny. When he wants to be peak pettiness, it is hilarious. Then Broly is able to turn to the legendary Super Saiyan, and he gets that normal red, light, purple glow when he's breaking time and space, when he's turning the legendary Super Saiyan. And Goku sees yeah, we can't stop this. And him and Vegeta trying to team up together to stop this Broly now, where Broly's completely lost control and they can't stop him. And before a moment it goes yeah, we need to do this now. And Piccolo's in it, and he does offer his assistance, and Goku's look, I'll come to you when it's time and when we really can't win. And the time is now, when they actually go to Piccolo, and they're flying away, trying to get away from Broly. And Goku's here, Vegeta, just grab a hold. And when they go up the cliff and they say, have fun, Frieza. And Frieza's wait, what? And then Broly starts hammering into Frieza, because Goku and Vegeta are no longer there. They instant transport to Piccolo, and Frieza is just getting wailed on. And he gets wailed on a lot, and it is hilarious. Because Frieza's as soon as Goku and Vegeta went up to him and said, have fun, Frieza, and Frieza's wait, what? He didn't know how to react, because now that they're gone, Broly's going to go after him. It's next target. So yeah, Vegeta and Goku go to Piccolo to try and learn a fusion technique, the fusion dance. And in peak comedy, Vegeta's this is embarrassing, all these silly poses. Why must we do them? That's this is not a big deal. It makes us stronger. And when they try the attempt at fusion the first time, yeah, you get fat Gogeta, and then they have to wait half an hour for that to defuse. Then they get into skinny Gogeta because that angle was all wrong. It's hilarious how they get explanation as to why their fusion fucked up. And they have to wait another half an hour just for that to defuse. And during that time, Frieza's getting beaten to a pulp for an hour. Broly was wailing on Frieza for a whole hour. A whole hour. And it's hilarious that has happened. And then when they merge, they get Gogeta, and then they shoot to where Frieza and Broly are right now. And Frieza sees Gogeta and it's who the hell are you? It's oh, we're Goku and Vegeta now working together. And Frieza's but that's not fair. That's not fair. Why must you do that? That's not fair. But then you have Frieza just that. You're I can't move. So Frieza can't do anything for the rest of the movie because he is broken. Even in his golden form, he was still getting dominated. Then you see Whis is just dodging Broly's attack. He's oh, you missed me. Oh, yeah, try again. It is hilarious. And then when Gogeta comes into front of Broly, that's when shit goes down. This fight was fucking phenomenal. Gogeta versus Broly was intense. It was action-packed. It had you on the edge of your seat. Because just the moves that these two characters were Gogeta was pulling off was fucking phenomenal. It was absolutely phenomenal. The cinematography and the animation for this fight was amazing. And Gogeta has to go Super Saiyan, then he has to go Super Saiyan Blue, and he starts dominating Broly. Broly can't actually lay a hit on Gogeta when he goes Super Saiyan Blue, because he's just so powerful then. And when Broly and Gogeta combine Ki Blast, they literally shatter time and space. They're in a reality where time and space come together, and it is some Doctor Strange shit. They are fighting in a completely different parallel universe, or a universe where just time and space exist. Nothing else exists. And it is a really cool scene. and it's fucking phenomenal. And Gogeta pulls out some really cool fucking moves here as well. Some really cool moves. But towards the end, Gogeta has the upper hand and is charging out a really powerful Kamehameha. While Cheelai and Lemo are gathering Dragon Balls because they want to save Broly, because they realize Broly can't win this. If he keeps fighting, he's going to die. So they summon the dragon and they just wish for Broly to be safe and go back to the planet of Vampa, where he's safe. And just before the Ki Blast does reach, that Kamehameha does reach Broly, you see the fear in his eyes. The fear in his eyes. Broly was scared in that moment that he was actually going to die. And when Broly does get transported back to the planet of Vampa because of the wish, he is calmed down completely. He's powered down and he's calm. But you also see that Gogeta pulls off like a cheeky grin, like, yeah, alright, that's alright, I'll allow that. Because deep down, I don't think Vegeta or Goku really wanted to kill Broly. I really don't think they wanted to. Because it's another Saiyan, another person that has surpassed their limits and who they want to achieve to and strive to be now. So yeah, Frieza tries to shoot down Cheelai and Lemo as they're escaping so they can go to Planet Vampa to see Broly and basically live with him. And basically look after him, take care of him. But Gogeta grabs Frieza's finger and is like, yeah, no, just don't. And Frieza's like, yeah, okay then. And then we skip ahead a couple, like 3 days in the epilogue, where Broly, Cheelai and Lemo are living kind of happily on Vampa. They're trying to get by and survive with what they have, which they don't really have a lot. And Broly just tries to get them to eat the insects, and which they don't like to say that much. They really don't like it. Then Goku shows up and he gives them like Capsule Corps, but Cheelai and Lemo are kind of hesitant of Goku, as they should be. He's always got a motive. He's always got a motive behind his actions, and his motive is, when I saw him, I knew my limits could go higher. I want to be him. I want to see him in his peak fighting condition still. I still want him to live and survive. Because in the end, he's another Saiyan. He's someone, and it just shows you that I can get stronger. I can be him. And I like that. And when he's fit and ready, I'll come find him and we'll fight again. And it's really cool. And yeah, Cheelai and Lemo are still quite hesitant of Goku because, yeah, he still has a motive he still wants to fight Broly. But in a really tip of the hat moment, when Goku is saying goodbye, and he's like, and they're saying, we won't probably be here if, again, and Goku's like, nah, I don't have to find you, I have to find him. Just him, that's all I need to. Because I can find him, I can teleport to him. I can instant transmission to him. So, that doesn't really won't matter to me, as long as you don't go too far. But, tip of the hat, Goku says goodbye, and it says, Broly, you can call me Kakarot. And as he said that, when he said that, I was like, god damn it. It's a really cool moment that Goku is acknowledging his Saiyan race and just saying, Broly, you're a Saiyan, so you can call me Kakarot. And it's an amazing moment. And it's an amazing moment. It just shows that Saiyans can call me Kakarot, normal people can call me Goku. Doesn't matter. But let me get this one thing straight. This is Broly's movie. This is to set him up for future installments. Broly is now canon, and maybe, hopefully, if the show does return, like it has been rumored to return, I called it when the series ended, when Dragon Ball Super originally ended. I said, the series is coming back. There's no way they won't come back to this. It's $1 million franchise. It will make money. It will sell. People will watch it. There's no way they won't make another season. And they kind of are. And if they are, I'm hoping that Broly is in it, because then we can see his growth and how he's able to control his power, his latent power now. And hopefully we get to see more Cheelai and Lemo, because Broly and Cheelai forever. Because seriously, that combination, that linked between each other. It's kind of like a Tarzan and Jane moment between them, because Broly's like Tarzan and G-Light's kind of like Jane, and where she kind of tames the beast in the end by saving his life. But Broly, Dragon Ball Super Broly is probably one of the best Dragon Ball movies ever. I'll probably go see it again because it was fucking amazing. I absolutely loved it. I'll definitely buy a Blu-ray when it comes out because it is a phenomenal film. It is a phenomenal movie, and it's an excellent installment to the franchise. I loved every moment of it. And I can't wait to see more of it when hopefully the series does return. Well, I hope you all enjoyed this video. I hope you all enjoyed this Dragon Ball Super video review. It's a long video because there was a lot to talk about. But until next time, I'm Ozzy Otaku, and I'll catch you later.